We'll beat your best deal, regardless.
This is a WDEF News 12 special presentation. Live from the studios of WDEF, this is Liveline Home Improvement Matters. Your opportunity to call in for free advice from home improvement professionals. Liveline Home Improvement Matters is brought to you by Bab Cellular Concrete, Ameriside, Keystone Retaining Wall Systems, SunTrust Bank, and by Lowe's Home Improvement Warehouse. This is Liveline Home Improvement Matters.
Good evening and welcome to News 12 Liveline Home Improvement Matters. I'm Rebecca Williams.
And I'm Chip Chapman. During the next hour, we will have some experts here to answer your questions about various phases of home improvement projects.
That's right. You can call 785-1200 at any time during the next hour to ask your questions about any topic. We have experts standing by to answer all of your questions, so call the Liveline hotline right now. That number is 785-1200.
Again, 785-1200. Here are the topics for tonight's Liveline Home Improvement Matters. We'll have lawn and garden building products, home improvement loans, vinyl siding, and retaining walls.
A little bit of everything. With spring in the air, you know, it's time to get your lawn and your garden looking healthy and green.
Dr. Roy Anderson from Lowe's Home Center shows us how anyone can have some beautiful green grass without spending a lot of the green. Grass. Luscious, green, rich, dark grass, something we would all like to have in our yards, but unfortunately very few of us ever achieve something as beautiful as this. From Lowe's Home Center, Roy Anderson is here. And Roy, tell us exactly what we need to do in a nutshell to get a lawn that looks like this.
All right. This time of the year, this is your first application of fertilizer. Usually the fertilizer you will want to have a pre-emergent with it. This will keep anything from germinating that you don't want there.
If you do need to overseed, do that first. Then spread the pre-emergent, wait until you see the grass germinate, then fertilize. And to complement your lawn, one colorful favorite of the Tennessee Valley area is lilies.
All of these lilies, these are all in the lily family. This one right here is your Asiatic lily. This is a calla. And a lot of people know callas, and they're used to seeing just nothing but white.
Many other colors are also available, like red, orange, yellow, and pink, and they're easy to care for. Other landscaping favorites include azaleas, gophonicas, and rhododendrons. If you don't know exactly what you want, jot down a few questions and take a couple of things to Lowe's with you.
Some snapshots are always ideal. Some things you need to know is where the sun rises and sets in relation to your house, how far it is from the ground to the bottom of your window, so you don't get something you're going to have to constantly be maintaining.
All right, first of all, thanks to Dr. Anderson for taking us out at Lowe's Home Center. Roy, it's good to see you here as always.
Thank you.
We have got some great stuff planned out tonight. I want you to tell us a little bit of an overview now. We're moving into spring here. This is, the second full week of spring. Tell us what else we need to do to get the houses and the yards and the gardens looking pretty.
Well, there's just anything right now goes just about, because this is the time that everything's saying, just put me out, I'm going to grow, because we can get our grass to going. It's just, we're on the verge of getting annuals out. Perennials can already be put out. Any kind of flowering shrubs, all of our flowering spring trees ready to be planted. New shade trees. Anything to do with your lawn and is right now ready and raring to go.
All right, now we've seen some cool nights over the past 2 or 3, and we have another couple of more on the way. Is there anything maybe we should not put out right away? Maybe hold off until the weather gets
You have a lot of tender annuals that you really shouldn't. The impatiens and begonias are still very tender, so I wouldn't put those out quite yet.
Anything else?
Those are mostly it. Those are your most tender ones. The ones that are more cold tolerant, you can go ahead and put them out.
All right, let's go to the phones this evening. Charles is joining us from Whitwell. Hi, Charles. What's your question for Dr. Roy?
Yes, I've got 2 questions, actually. One is, we were told when you go to plant a rose bush to put rocks in the ground and then plant them in peat moss. Is that the best way for rose bushes?
I'm not hearing anything.
He's talking about actually planting rose bushes. He said the best way that he has heard to do it is to put some rocks in the ground, then put peat moss around the bushes once they're planted.
Not just peat moss, but you need to have a soil. You can amend it with peat moss. But all peat moss will not always work, because if you happen to let it get a little too dry, it's not going to re-soak readily. So it's better to mix that with other soil amendments. Cow manure, peat moss, humus, sand, if you need it. The pea gravel are always good to keep from having a spot maybe where it holds too much water.
All right. Deborah from East Ridge is joining us. Hi, Deborah. What's your question?
I just set out a couple of weeks ago a snowball bush, and I wondered if there was any special treatment or any special thing I need to do for it before it starts
What kind of bush is it now?
Snowball bush.
A snowball bush.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Snowball bush set it out a couple of weeks ago. Anything in particular she needs to do for it?
No, it'll take a little while for it to get going good. She'll get probably pretty good growth out of it this year, but nothing to compare with the second and third year. It can easily triple in size that third season.
The third year is when they really start taking
right, because any plant that you have has got to get its root system established before it can really grow.
All right, sounds good. Rodney's here from Chattanooga. Rodney, good evening. What is your question for Dr. Roy Anderson?
Okay, I bought some grass seed here a while back, and they told me all I had to do was just throw it out on the ground and it'll grow. It's been out there for about 4 days now, and I'm just wondering, will it grow just laying there like it is?
Rodney, I have had the same problem year after year. He's talking about the best way to actually get out the grass seed into the dirt and make it grow.
All right, well, first of all, you've got to get the grass seed to the dirt. Now, if you've got a lot of thatch buildup or old grass that's been left laying or ground up leaves that's still there, your seed cannot get to that soil and maintain a root system.
Right.
So get out all of the debris off, then get the seed down there to it by
aerate the ground.
aerator is probably the easiest way, and then make sure that that seed makes good contact. You can either roll it or, better yet, just have some children get involved in it. Sort of
Let the kids do the work for you.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Let it be a teaching session.
Let's go down to Chatsworth, Georgia, and talk with Terry. Hi, Terry. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Great. Fine, thanks. What's your question?
Well, I've hauled a couple loads of topsoil in on my front yard here, and raked it down real smooth and everything, and I've put my fertilizer down, 2018 or something like that.
Right.
Spread it. And then I put my grass seed out. My question is, can I put too much straw on my yard to keep the grass from growing?
Good question, Terry. He's talking about actually working the grass seed into the soil, fertilizing, and then putting the straw on top of it. Can you put too much?
Yes, you can put too much straw. You want to be sure that the light can pass through. The straw is there for many reasons. First of all, it camouflages the seed from the birds. First of all, and then it will give a little bit of shade and hold a little bit of moisture for the new seed that's coming on, so they don't get dehydrated in the first 3 or 4 days of life.
At what point do we need to take that straw up?
Most of the time you don't even have to take it up because it will usually break down by the time the grass is tall enough to be mowed.
All right, sounds good. Last call this evening for Dr. Roy from our favorite Lowe's Home Center. It's Robbie from Chattanooga. Hi, Robbie. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing fine, thanks. What's your question for Dr. Roy?
Oh, okay. About 4 or 5 years ago, I planted tulips in my front yard, and they grow beautifully. For 2 years, they were bloomed and everything, and then they just stopped growing, and I can't do anything to get them to grow back, and I'm wondering if there's a suggestion for that.
She's had hard luck with tulips. First couple of years, everything looked fine. Then they just have stopped growing.
All right, tulips are going to have to be fed. And a lot of people make the mistake of cutting their foliage off after the bloom is gone. Remove the bloom and the seed pod only. Leave all of the leaves there that you can. Those leaves are what puts food back into the bulb and gets it ready for the next season. Feed it as soon as it's through blooming, and then feed it again in the fall, about the same time as the leaves fall off of trees.
And you are virtually always in the garden center out at Lowe's, it seems like. Every time
Sundays
I go out
is
there,
about the only
you're
time I'm
always
not there.
And this guy knows what he's talking about. You've been doing this for more than 50 years now?
Right, close to 50, 47.
Roy Anderson, thanks a lot. We
Thank
certainly
you.
appreciate you joining us here on this edition of Liveline Home Improvement Matters. Rebecca.
I know I learned a lot. That's all the time we have for our lawn and garden segment. But if you still have some questions, you can call the Liveline hotline at 785-1200. Representatives from Lowe's will be with us for the entire hour. Our next topic is on a new type of building material called cellular concrete. We've got experts from Babb Concrete here to answer all of your questions. The number is 756-1212. Liveline Home Improvement Matters will be back in just 2 minutes.
Every day, more people are choosing Lowe's Home Improvement Warehouse, and here's why.
No one else sells more lawn and garden supplies.
Virtually any type plant you need, Lowe's has it.
A jungle's worth of trees and shrubs. All back for a full year.
Plus, everyday low prices guaranteed.
Ask a nursery specialist.
A Lowe's nursery specialist. We really know our stuff.
After all, you can't spell flowers without Lowe's. When it comes to home improvement,
Lowe's knows.
Introducing autoclaved aerated concrete.
what?
From Babs Sailor Concrete, autoclaved aerated concrete, or AAC, is a new energy-efficient building material that offers the versatility of wood, the durability of masonry.
What makes AAC so special?
Lightweight cellular concrete products can be worked just like wood, while offering the structural stability and permanence of concrete.
What'll they think of next?
To learn more about this remarkable product, call Babs Cellular Concrete or one of these local distributors.
Now's a great time to apply for a SunTrust home equity loan. Not only are interest rates lower than in recent years, but you can use your loan for everything from home improvements, debt consolidation, to buying a new car. A home equity loan from SunTrust is a smart way to borrow. Apply today at any of our 32 conveniently located offices. At SunTrust, we make loans for life. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, limited time offer. Available only at SunTrust Bank, Chattanooga.
Keystone Garden Wall is a simple do-it-yourself product that will enhance your home's landscaping. This residence has been beautifully accented with a Keystone Garden Wall. As you can see, the garden wall allows you to add a professionally landscaped look to your home. The garden wall also harmonizes with other landscaping elements. It is available in several earth tone colors to complement a variety of landscape designs.
Keystone products are available at Sequatchie Concrete Service, or in North Georgia, call Keystone South.
Welcome back to News 12 Liveline, Home Improvement Matters. I'm Rebecca Williams. You know, now's the time for you to get your questions about home improvement projects answered. All you have to do is call 785-1200 to ask your questions about any topic. We have experts standing by to answer your questions right now. So call in for free, the Liveline hotline, 785-1200. You know, technology is advancing so much these days in all areas of our lives, including construction. Chip Chapman now takes a look at a revolutionary new building product made right here in the Tennessee Valley that's sure to change the face of construction from the ground up.
How would you like to build a home or office without using conventional concrete? How about that same building that's fireproof, soundproof, and environmentally safe? Now you can with the help of Babs Cellular Concrete. Babs Cellular Concrete is the only plant in North America producing autoclaved aerated concrete. The process uses fly ash, a waste byproduct collected from TVA coal plants. It's combined with aluminum and other ingredients and baked much like a cake. It's great for the environment because all of the waste can be recycled back into other blocks. It's good for the contractor because it can be sanded, sawed, or nailed. And it's good for the electric bill with an insulation value more than twice that of conventional construction.
All the air cells, it's incorporated in the material, and if you take a sample, you can see it. You crush them, and that's what gives your high insulation value on it. See, this is equal to an R30. An 8-inch block wall here is equal to an R30.
What would you have to do in conventional construction to get this quality?
Go to a 12 or 14-inch log. Build a log home because you got the thermal mass here that's equal to the huge log.
But log homes can burn, and with Babs Cellular Concrete, fire worries are a thing of the past.
Joining us now to discuss building products like this is Jerry Lunsford from Babs Concrete. Remember, now is the time to call in your questions about cellular concrete. Pick up the phone and call us at 756-1212. Jerry, I got to tell you, I was fascinated by the tour of the plant. This is apparently really taking off, and you were telling me that over in Europe and Japan, this building with this aerated concrete is essentially the standard procedure.
Yes, sir, it sure is. We're the last ones. As normal, you know, we've had so much wood, the availability of it, and at a lower cost, we've just not developed this technology till now.
And this is simply amazing, folks. I mean, as we said in the story, it's environmentally safe, it's environmentally friendly. Believe it or not, this aerated concrete actually floats. It's fireproof and soundproof. Why wouldn't you want to build with it? Let's go to the phone this evening and talk with Nelson. Hi, Nelson. What's your question for Jerry?
Nelson left. This is Jamie. The question is what is the best thing to build a building with? Well, I seen what you guys were just advertising, but we had put down a plank flooring for a storage building outside, and someone told us to put some kind of plywood over it and use a OS something board. I don't know what it's called.
All right, let's talk to the man who knows. Thanks again for the call, Jerry. Any advice?
Yes, what she needs to do is put an OSB board down to keep air infiltration from coming up, keep her moisture down, because they'll be storing tools or something in this building. So, unfortunately, it's not our product, but they need...
But if they built the building with your product, though...
Then they wouldn't have to worry about it. This is true.
Okay, now, something I thought that was absolutely fascinating in the story here. I want to show you this, folks. Take a look at exactly how thin this piece of aerated concrete is. It's maybe what? Half inch?
5/16.
5/16. Watch this man fire up this torch here. And it's amazing the amount of heat. You can actually make this piece of aerated concrete. Go ahead.
You have insurance?
I have insurance.
Oh, okay.
I certainly hope so anyway. You can make this virtually cherry red hot on this particular piece of concrete. Can you see that? And believe me, because we tried, this is hot enough to fry an egg. Now take it away from there. You see how hot that is? Can't even feel it on the back side of it. Absolutely amazing. Now, you know, if you can do that, can you imagine what you could do with a conventional 2-foot construction block of this great aerated concrete?
You'd have a fire-rated wall.
You certainly would. Shelby's calling this evening. Hi, Shelby. What's your question for Jerry Lunsford?
My husband wants to know what's the strength per inch.
On this particular, we're running at about 400. It can vary, but you're talking about PSI probably, so we're running at about 400 PSI on this. We can make it a lot lighter, but it's not as structural. This is in the middle, or we can make it a lot denser, but right now this is all we need for a structural element.
Now, what would you advise doing if someone actually wanted to come and talk to you about, hey, look, I have the plans for this office building, this home. What's it going to take?
Well, we'll review everything. We'll help you make the right decision. Our product is not for every situation, but we'll help you justify the cost of it. Anything to suit your needs.
And this is a lot easier on you, the contractor, right? If you're building with this material?
Yes, sir, it sure is.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, if you choose to go with this in situations, you've eliminated studs, insulation, exterior sheething.
And if you're a do-it-yourselfer and you have a bad habit of banging up your tools, you don't have to worry about that, because these were all actually turned by hand virtually. You can do any kind of ornate sculpture and carving with this.
Yes, sir. Since this is a fly ash base, there's no silica, which is abrasive material, so it doesn't damage any of your woodworking equipment.
Let's go back to the phone and talk to David. Hi, David. What's your question for Jerry?
Yeah. About how much would it be for about a 1,900 square feet half block?
Okay, this block here will be sold by the block, and we have distributors. You can call us, and we'll be glad to work out anything, help you price the job out.
Now, if you're building with this, you don't, as you said, you don't have to worry about studs. You don't have to worry about the rebar that you reinforce conventional concrete with. It's amazing, isn't it?
You still have to, in situations, that's why we'll help you go over it. In some situations, you still require some rebar, but it's a much lesser amount.
Back to the phones. Here's Alan. What's your question for Jerry?
Yes, sir. Social moisture barrier, does it contain a certain content of moisture, or does it put it away from the block?
This will absorb moisture. You have to put some type of, you have to seal it off in some way, because it will absorb 45% of its weight in water. So you have to seal it off.
But that's an easily done job.
You have to do that with normal construction, concrete or block.
From Ringgold, Georgia, here's Archie. Hi, Archie. What is your question for Jerry?
Yeah, Jerry, can you use your block below grade?
Yes, sir, you sure can. It's adaptable. You can use this block. Just think about what you'd use a normal block, and this block can be adapted. That's the best way to make your decision.
And to tell you how light this stuff is, folks, one of these made out of conventional concrete would be extremely heavy. This is easily a one-hand pickup, and I was picking up some of those blocks out at your place the other day, and I was amazing. At least I thought I was, till you told me how much they didn't weigh. Anyway, if you got more questions for Jerry and the rest of the gang from Babs Cellular Concrete, you give us a call. Rebecca.
Now that is fascinating. Thanks a lot, Chip. Once again, time's run out on another Liveline segment, but if you still have questions about building material, call the Liveline hotline at 785-1200. Representatives from Bab Concrete will be with us until 10 o'clock. Our next topic deals with how to pay for all these improvements. Call in your questions for our home improvement loan experts from SunTrust Bank at 756-1212. News 12 Liveline Home Improvement Matters continues after these messages.
Introducing autoclaved aerated concrete.
What?
From Babs Cellular Concrete, autoclaved aerated concrete, or AAC, is a new energy-efficient building material that offers the versatility of wood, the durability of masonry.
What makes AAC so special?
Lightweight cellular concrete products can be worked just like wood, while offering the structural stability and permanence of concrete.
What'll they think of next?
To learn more about this remarkable product, call Babs Cellular Concrete or one of these local distributors.
Now's a great time to apply for a SunTrust home equity loan. Not only are interest rates lower than in recent years, but you can use your loan for everything from home improvements, debt consolidation, to buying a new car. A home equity loan from SunTrust is a smart way to borrow. Apply today at any of our 32 conveniently located offices. At SunTrust, we make loans for life. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, limited time offer. Available only at SunTrust Bank, Chattanooga.
Tired of painting and repainting your home every few years? Then call Ameriside, the tri-state area's leading vinyl siding and window dealer. Ameriside is proud to be the exclusive dealer of Vitex's Eminence vinyl siding line. Eminence siding panels with their exclusive Gorilla Lock technology are engineered to hang perfectly on your home. And with our lifetime warranty, you can be sure your home will remain beautiful for years to come. To find out more, call Ameriside today at 1-800-688-4411.
Every day, more people are choosing Lowe's, and here's why.
No one else sells more of what you need to get your lawn and garden in shape.
If your yard's this big, Lowe's has this. This big?
Lowe's has this. Plus trimmers, pressure washers, and Lowe's is the only home improvement warehouse to carry joy bills. All at everyday low prices, guaranteed.
Got questions? Experts like me are in every store. When it comes to home improvement,
Lowe's knows.
Welcome back to News 12 Liveline Home Improvement Matters. We've got 2 segments down, 3 more still to go this evening. Remember, you can get any home improvement question answered simply by calling our Liveline hotline, 785-1200. That number, once again, 785-1200. Now, we've got experts standing by to answer your questions until 10 o'clock this evening. All you have to do, pick up the phone, get some free home improvement advice. So give us a call right now at 785-1200. Again, 785-1200. Now, there's lots of reasons why many of us put off making home improvements. One of the biggest obstacles many of us face, money. Maybe you're reluctant to head to the bank because you're afraid it's going to be complicated and intimidating to apply for a loan. But these days, getting financed is easier than ever before. And you'd be surprised just how convenient a home improvement loan can really be.
Tim, tell me about this Access 3 program I've heard so much about.
Well, it's a brand new product that SunTrust Bank has introduced. It's a home equity line of credit. We call it our Access 3. I refer to it as the power product that we have. It is a very, very versatile and flexible line of credit that you have out there secured with a mortgage on your home. The versatility of the product is that it can reach such a wide market. If you're a young couple and you're in your first home, you may want to do some home improvements, like we've seen today, the siding and new windows or carpeting or whatever. Access 3 will allow you to do that if you're thinking about starting a family. Good way to have that little cushion back there for you.
We all need that.
Right, exactly. You know, young people building for a future, this is a great product. And your established homeowners may want to consider updating the kitchen. You've been there 10 or 15 years, and you'd like something new in the home, and this product will allow you to do that. That's a wonderful product, and it can only be found at SunTrust Bank.
And joining us now to discuss home improvement loans is our friend Tim Davis from SunTrust Bank. Thanks for being here, Tim. We really appreciate it. You can get any of your loan-related questions that you have ready and give us a call at 756-1212. You know, Tim, whenever we're talking about money, people have lots of questions. In fact, the phones have really been ringing, and Carol from South Pittsburgh's on the line. Carol, go ahead with your question. Are you there, Carol?
Hello?
Hi, Carol. Is that you?
Yes, I'm here.
That's fine. Go right ahead with your question for Tim.
Yes, I'd like to know if if SunTrust or any other institution handles people with bankruptcies without exorbitant interest rates.
Good question.
Yeah, Carol, that's a very good question. Bankruptcy can be overcome with a little bit of time and reestablishing your credit. So, you know, you just have to go to any banking establishment and fill out an application and see what their criteria for that is. But that's it's, you know, definitely something we can look at.
You know, sometimes people have misconceptions and they think whatever their situation is, either they think I don't make enough money or I've had some late payments in the past, and it keeps them from going into the bank. That's one thing I like about SunTrust. You guys are willing to sit down and show people what their options are and even point them in the right direction.
Oh, yes, Rebecca. There's so many different budget scenarios out there, so many people with different needs and budget needs that we have 4 or 5 different loan products out there just for home improvement that we can help you put into your budget and better manage your money with it.
Great. Bronson's on the line. Bronson, what would you like to ask Tim?
Yes, I'm calling to see about doing a first-time home loan. We found one but I've had some late payments and stuff, and we want to call to see about getting us one. We found one, but we ain't for sure. We're afraid we both ain't got enough to do it.
That's a real common concern that people have.
One of the great programs that we have is to qualify for first-time home buying prior to actually finding that house. You can come in and sit down with us. We can discuss what your budget needs are and what you can afford in the house. We can pre-qualify you for that house.
Oh, that's great. And then you know exactly what you can afford.
How much you can afford to go out and do.
And you know what? That makes you a lot more attractive to the home seller when you can come in and say, we've already pre-qualified, and you might have a little more negotiating power.
Yes, hopefully you have negotiating power.
You know, I love this Access 3, and I really want to let the folks know about how easy it is. We've talked about if you're going shopping on the weekend and you want to write a check or use a credit card, this is perfect for that.
Oh, absolutely. If you know, you're your own banker that way, and if you're doing a large project, home improvement project, and you're going to be doing it over a period of time, then this is a great product for going in, making that purchase this Saturday, and you've got to run back on Sunday and pick up something else at Lowe's. And then
that always happens, doesn't it?
Especially with me in home improvement. But it's a great product to have for that.
It's so convenient. David's on the line from Chattanooga. David, it's your chance to ask Tim your question. Go ahead.
Hi, Tim. Thanks for taking my call. I looked at a partially burnt house today. I have a partner who can get about $40,000 to $50,000. To buy it and fix it, we're probably looking as much as $60,000, but that's still, the appraisal will be probably $80,000 on it. Am I still stuck at that 40 or 50, or is there a way to get a few extra thousand to finish remodeling the house?
When you're looking, David, at investment property like that, a lot of times there's a lot of consideration given to the personal financial status of the individual borrowing the money, especially in a home that needs a lot of work like that. So, you know, there's a lot of leeway and a lot that people can do with that kind of situation, and our banker can
check into it.
Yeah, sit down with us and let us talk about the situation and see how we can work it out for you.
We've got a call from Ringgold. Linda, go ahead with your question. What would you like to know?
I'd like to know if you would do a subject to.
A subject to?
Uh-huh.
Is that a particular kind of loan? I've not heard of that.
Yeah.
It's according to what the subject to is. If you know, if it's something like a UCC from the electric power board where you've had that home improvement, or if you know, if you have a first mortgage, we'll go into a second mortgage position. It's you know, strictly depending on what the legalities are involved with your subject to.
Let's talk about this, because this is the fun stuff. We're talking mostly about home improvement loans, but you can use these loans for some other purposes as well, can't you? We talked about that. We started dreaming big about all the things we do.
Yeah, the Access 3 is a great product. It's almost like a lifetime product that you could have, even though it's we have a 10-year draw period and a 15-year payment period, but it allows you to have that dream vacation, you know, when you can still afford it.
Right.
And then whenever you're wanting to take advantage of some investment opportunities, this is a great product to go ahead. You have the money, the access to it right then, and you can go ahead and invest.
College education.
Oh, absolutely. Tuition.
Makes me nervous just
Yes,
thinking about it.
Yes, ma'am.
There's a lot of different uses for it. Let's check in with Tony in Chattanooga. Tony, what would you like to know?
We have a second mortgage on our home, and it's about 14%. Can y'all refinance it for a cheaper interest rate?
A refinancing question.
Oh, yeah, Tony, that is a very, very good possibility for you at 14%. The interest rates right now are, we have a 5-year loan at 6.25%. That's a fixed rate for 5 years. And then this Access 3 that we have is a great second mortgage and a great way to refinance for the future. And you can take, if you currently have an equity line of credit with another bank, you can come and refinance with us and possibly lower that. We are paying all the closing costs right now, so it costs you nothing.
Wow, that's a good deal.
To transfer over to our bank and to this new product.
You always want to check it out because you could save some money. Kenny, what would you like to know? Are you there, Kenny?
No, this is not Kenny. This is Lisa.
Well, Lisa, we're happy you're there, and we'd like to help you with your question. You go right ahead.
One of the questions I have, currently we have a 30-year mortgage at 8%, and would it be feasible with the closing costs and everything included to try to refinance that and maybe consolidate some debt in with it?
Oh, absolutely. That's a great idea. The rates, you know, for 30-year mortgages are a couple of percentage points below your current rate. Plus, I'm certain that most of the debt that you like to consolidate is higher interest rate debt, the credit cards.
Probably 21% or more.
Right, those kinds of things. So absolutely, if you can use that home equity to consolidate debt and to pay off and lower those payments and lower that overall cost of the loan, then you're doing yourself a big favor.
You know, I can almost guarantee you, Tim, that there's somebody watching at home and they're thinking, this sounds so great, and I know I need to go in there, but I'm just a little intimidated about the bank process. You know, some people, they just get a little bit nervous about it. Try to make them feel a little bit easier and explain to them how easy it is and how relaxed.
Oh, yeah. Borrowing money is probably one of the hardest things you have to do. And none of us like to hear the word no, and we're always afraid of being turned down. Even bankers can feel that way, too. But you've got to keep in mind that, you know, we're there to help you, and we want your business. And so we do everything that we can to try to promote an environment that you feel comfortable in. We have our in-store branches now that are open in the evenings, extended hours, and Thursday and Friday till 8, and then Saturday and Sunday also. So having all that extra available time out there to talk with you and all, you know, should make you feel and realize that we definitely want your business.
See, they're nice people. They're real folks. We've got time for one more caller, and that's Sadie. Sadie, what's your question for Tim?
He's talking about all these loans that he would make. Why do you have to have perfect credit just to have a checking account with SunTrust Bank? You can't even get a check cashing card with SunTrust Bank unless you've got absolutely perfect credit.
Talking about the check cashing cards and the checking
Yeah,
accounts?
I'm not familiar with the criteria that we have for our opening checking accounts, and I wasn't aware of that situation. But you know, call our marketing department, and they'll definitely help you.
And things change. You might want to just keep checking on it and see, you know, different policies and things change from time to time. Love the Winn-Dixies that you're open in the stores. That's very convenient, so people want to check that out as well.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Thank you very much, Tim. We
Rebecca,
appreciate you
thank
being
you.
here.
It's a pleasure
appreciate
again.
You folks at SunTrust.
Thank you.
Chip?
Thanks, Tim, and thanks, Rebecca. That's all the time we have for home improvement loans right now, but if you still have a few questions, call the Liveline Home Improvement Hotline at 785-1200. We'll have our friends from SunTrust Bank on hand until 10 o'clock this evening. Next topic up on the show, the beauty of low-maintenance vinyl siding. Call in your questions now for our expert vinyl siding from Ameriside, 756-1212. Liveline Home Improvement Matters will be right back in 2 minutes.
Now's a great time to apply for a SunTrust home equity loan. Not only are interest rates lower than in recent years, but you can use your loan for everything from home improvements, debt consolidation, to buying a new car. A home equity loan from SunTrust is a smart way to borrow. Apply today at any of our 32 conveniently located offices. At SunTrust, we make loans for life. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, limited time offer. Available only at SunTrust Bank, Chattanooga.
Keystone Garden Wall is a simple do-it-yourself product that will enhance your home's landscaping. This residence has been beautifully accented with a Keystone Garden Wall. As you can see, the garden wall allows you to add a professionally landscaped look to your home. The garden wall also harmonizes with other landscaping elements. It is available in several earth tone colors to complement a variety of landscape designs.
Keystone products are available at Sequatchie Concrete Service, or in North Georgia, call Keystone South.
Tired of painting and repainting your home every few years? Then call Ameriside, the tri-state area's leading vinyl siding and window dealer. Ameriside is proud to be the exclusive dealer of Vitex's Eminence vinyl siding line. Eminence siding panels with their exclusive Gorilla Lock technology are engineered to hang perfectly on your home. And with our lifetime warranty, you can be sure your home will remain beautiful for years to come. To find out more, call Ameriside today at 1-800-688-4411.
Introducing autoclaved aerated concrete.
What?
From Bab Sailor Concrete, autoclaved aerated concrete, or AAC, is a new energy-efficient building material that offers the versatility of wood, the durability of masonry.
What makes AAC so special?
Lightweight cellular concrete products can be worked just like wood, while offering the structural stability and permanence of concrete.
What'll they think of next?
To learn more about this remarkable product, call Bab Sailor Concrete or one of these local distributors.
Welcome back to News 12 Liveline Home Improvement Matters. I'm Chip Chapman. You still have plenty of time to talk with our home improvement experts. Give us a call at 785-1200 and ask your questions about any home improvement topic whatsoever. Plenty of experts standing by to answer all of your questions. The time is running out. Call our Liveline hotline right now at 785-1200. Now, are you dreading the arrival of nice spring weather because then you'll have no excuse for putting off repairing and painting your home's exterior? Well, what if you never had to paint the outside of your home ever again? Sprucing up for spring can be as easy as turning on the garden hose. And our Rebecca Williams shows us the easiest way to give your home an instant facelift.
What's the smartest way to give your home an instant facelift? Durable, economical, beautiful vinyl siding. Tell me, what's the first thing people want to know when they're talking about siding? What's the first question they ask?
Well, they always want to know the most important thing is, how's my house going to look after I get done?
And it can really make a dramatic difference. We see here at this particular house, you can really change the appearance as well as protecting the home.
Well, you probably couldn't find a more dramatic difference than you see here, because this house was such a dark color in the beginning, and now we're using a light cream color and trimming in white. And when everything's finished, it's going to make the house look brighter, cleaner, and also going to make it look much larger.
Once the siding is installed, you can expect compliments from the neighbors, lower heating and cooling costs, and easy maintenance. Forget the painting year after year. Now you need only wash your home with a garden hose. With a lifetime warranty and easy in-home financing, vinyl siding is more attractive than ever. Just make sure you're working with a first-rate company.
Folks fall for the misconception that the best price is always the best job. And generally, you get what I call a tailgate warranty. And that's when the tailgate of the truck goes up. That's the last time you ever see the folks to do your job, and you end up getting in trouble with those kind of situations. So look for a good quality company that has license, bonds, insurance, and a track record.
Well, he's the expert, and joining us now to discuss vinyl siding is Bill Raper from Ameriside. If you have any questions for Bill, be sure and give us a call. The number is 756-1212. And, you know, Bill, I was amazed when we were out there on that site to see the dramatic difference that the siding makes. Do you have people who leave in the morning, leave their home, and then come home in the evening after you've gotten about half of it done, and they're just amazed? They don't even think it's their house.
I did that one time to a customer. I had came out and looked at the job, and they did a room addition, and my guys came out and started the job, and I drove by the house 3 times before I found it. It made that much difference.
It's really the quickest way to get a great appearance to a home maybe that's starting to look a little bit run down.
It's a quick way to do it, but it's not only a quick fix, it's a permanent fix. And relatively inexpensive for what you pay for the house. And when you consider a long-term cost as far as having to continually paint, resale value and marketability of the house, it actually pays for itself in generally between 6 to 7, 8 years.
It's an investment. We've already got our first caller. April's on the line. April, go ahead with your question. Hi, April. Are you there? Well, we'll try to track April down here in just a minute. But you know what I would really like to know is, when you start talking about any kind of home improvement, the first thing that pops in your mind is, oh, can I afford this? And you offer in-home estimates, and I really like that. Explain how that works.
Well, if anyone calls in, and hopefully they'll call in this evening, we have one of our experts come out to the home, and we do a survey of the house. And we take the time with the folks to sit down and help them choose colors, choose styles.
You bring everything right there.
Do everything right there to the house. There's no inconvenience for them. We come whatever time. We work Saturdays, Sundays, evenings, whatever someone needs us to do. And when we come out of the house, we bring everything that you need to choose. And we also do windows. So you can do a complete exterior package, including the vinyl windows and siding and gutters and shutters and just about anything that you want done.
Get it all done.
And then while we're there, we go ahead and we can arrange a financing package so that it can be done right there in the home. And many times I can have financing approved on the phone in the home before we leave.
Wow, now that's got to be surprising to a lot of people. That's just like one-stop shopping. I believe we have found April. April, go ahead with your question.
Yes, I'm calling to find out what's the best thing to clean vinyl siding with that's got a black, like, smoke scum on it.
On the siding, you've got a little bit of that blackness, and you want to know what to clean it with?
Yes.
Good question.
April, usually that comes from not just smoke, but a lot of times it comes from what's called tiger striping, where the water runs off the roof and it picks up the debris, and it stripes as it comes down the house. And sometimes this time of year, too, people start to notice some algae growth, and that's because they haven't taken time maybe to clean the house, and you have to keep the house rinsed 2 or 3 times a year. But if you've had that occur or you've got a house where that's happened, you can take a simple mixture of Clorox, Tide, and water, and mix those in third parts. Put them in a pump spray, spray it on the affected area, take a soft bristle brush, and give it just a little elbow grease, and go back over with the hose, and you should be good to see.
Beats painting.
Sure does.
Frank's on the line from Cleveland. Go ahead, Frank. What would you like to know?
Yeah, what do you do to prevent mold?
Well, that comes from a little bit of maintenance on your part. If you'll take and just generally, in most cases, if you'll rinse the house down right after the heavy pollen season in the spring, we're coming up on pine pollen.
Here it comes.
Then, if you'll do it again and during the dog days of summer, and then after the leaves have fallen, 3 times a year, if you'll take a garden hose with a high-pressure nozzle and just not even a pressure washer and go around the house and keep the pollen and dust rinsed off the house, then you'll eliminate most of those problems 90% of the time.
It just sounds so easy. It's hard to believe it's that easy. That's incredible.
Well, I tell everybody it's handier than having a popsicle stick, and you wouldn't know that if you'd never eaten a popsicle without a stick.
You're a mess. Let's check in with Phil in Cleveland. Phil, go ahead with your question.
My question is, I'd like to know what the advantages of the continuous siding is over the regular vinyl siding. I think the continuous siding is aluminum siding.
Well, actually, there's several continuous sidings out there, and I'm not sure that there's that advantage to them because there are some drawbacks of having a continuous siding. And of course, we use a very high grade of vinyl siding. And the siding that we have now is a 48 mil thick panel, and you saw it the other day.
Right.
It's very stiff, and it resists dings and dents and what have you. When you go to a continuous panel, usually that's metal. So there are actually more disadvantages than advantages because it does tend to dent up and ding, and if you ever have to replace a piece, you have a whole wall to tear back down, where with the vinyl siding, where you use a standard 12.5 pieces with a seam lapse, you can take down any one piece and replace it with any problem, with no problem at all.
That is important to keep in mind. We've got another call from Cleveland. This time it's Johnny. Johnny, go ahead with your question.
He just answered one of my questions, and I was wanting to ask about vinyl siding that resembles logs. Is there such a thing?
You know, Johnny, it's funny that you asked that. I was sitting in a restaurant in Chatsworth, Georgia yesterday morning, and a friend of mine who I've known in the building business for years asked me that very same question.
You mean it looked like you got a log
It looks
cabin?
like logs, and to my knowledge, they do not have one now. Well, they do have vinyl products that resemble cedar shakes, brick, and stone, and they're a little.
It's coming then, probably.
That's exactly right. They're coming. These are very, very expensive. I didn't mean to say expensive. I didn't say high grade. They are a little more expensive, but they're real thick materials that come in 24 by 36 inch pieces. A little bit more intricacy involved in installing those than using a standard panel type siding. But I haven't seen anything with logs. But it's funny that question was asked of me yesterday morning over eggs and gravy, and now we're asking it again. I don't know. I don't know of a product like that. If anyone finds it on the internet and they'll call, we'll see if we can get it in here. And yes, ma'am, we sure will.
There's obviously a need for it.
Evidently.
We'll see if we can't find it.
Okay.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Bill.
you.
We appreciate it. Chip?
Thanks, Rebecca. If you still have questions about vinyl siding, call our experts right now through the Liveline hotline. Our number, 785-1200. We'll have the experts from Ameriside here with us until the top of the hour.
Coming up next, if you've ever thought of putting up a retaining wall, we have got your chance to talk to the experts on how to build the best one around. Give us a call, 756-1212, and we'll be right back in 2 minutes.
Tired of painting and repainting your home every few years? Then call Ameriside, the tri-state area's leading vinyl siding and window dealer. Ameriside is proud to be the exclusive dealer of Vitek's Eminence vinyl siding line. Eminence siding panels with their exclusive Gorilla Lock technology are engineered to hang perfectly on your home. And with our lifetime warranty, you can be sure your home will remain beautiful for years to come. To find out more, call Ameriside today at 1-800-688-4411.
Every day, more people are choosing Lowe's Home Improvement Warehouse, and here's why.
No one else sells more lawn and garden supplies.
Virtually any type plant you need, Lowe's has it.
A jungle's worth of trees and shrubs. All back for a full year. Plus everyday low prices guaranteed. Ask a nursery specialist.
A Lowe's nursery specialist. We really know our stuff.
After all, you can't spell flowers without Lowe's. When it comes to home improvement,
Lowe's knows.
Introducing autoclaved aerated concrete.
What?
From Bab Sailor Concrete, autoclaved aerated concrete, or AAC, is a new energy-efficient building material that offers the versatility of wood, the durability of masonry.
What makes AAC so special?
Lightweight cellular concrete products can be worked just like wood, while offering the structural stability and permanence of concrete.
What'll they think of next?
To learn more about this remarkable product, call Bab Sailor Concrete or one of these local distributors.
Keystone Garden Wall is a simple do-it-yourself product that will enhance your home's landscaping. This residence has been beautifully accented with a Keystone Garden Wall. As you can see, the garden wall allows you to add a professionally landscaped look to your home. The garden wall also harmonizes with other landscaping elements. It is available in several earth tone colors to complement a variety of landscape designs.
Keystone products are available at Sequatchie Concrete Service, or in North Georgia, call Keystone South.
Welcome back to News 12 Liveline. Home Improvement Matters. We're now into our last segment of the show, but you still have a few minutes to speak to our experts. Call in with your questions right now. The number is 785-1200. If you're looking for a surefire way to improve your home's eye appeal, try something that will look just gorgeous in your garden, terrace, or natural areas. It's distinctive, eye-catching, easy to install, and it's from Sequatchie Concrete and Keystone South.
Beautiful retaining walls like this not only add aesthetic value to your home, they also add a tremendous amount of resale value. Scott Panel from Keystone South and Sequatchie Concrete Services explains.
This unit here is our compact unit. One thing that we focus in with Keystone is the promotion of the face, colors, really the whole diversification and product line that we have available today.
And a lot of the products you have here, of course, this is the regular conventional gray concrete, but you also have this available in many other colors as well.
Yeah, that's correct. We also carry this particular product in a tan color, and with a straight face, this is called the triplane split, but also a straight face available.
Graceful curves, classic lines, shadows, and textures like this would make a great addition to any home. And installing a wall like this is a do-it-yourself project.
Actually, no, that's what makes it real nice, user-friendly. It is a do-it-yourself type of product. You can build these walls without any reinforcement behind the walls up to 6 feet tall.
With proper reinforcement, your retaining wall from Keystone South and Sequatchie Concrete could go as high as 50 feet. Rapid installation reduces construction time, and walls like these are designed to last well over 100 years.
Joining us now from Keystone South is Darren Fouts. Darren is ready, willing, and able to answer any questions you have about retaining walls. Give us a ring right now at 756-1212. Darren, calls are already starting to come in. Let's go out to Sadie Daisy and talk with Dorma. Hi, Dorma.
Hello.
What's your question?
I'd like to build an underground alcove, and I need to know what materials and reinforcements to use.
An underground what now?
An alcove, a place to store tools and whatnot in a bank.
Darren?
Okay, well, typically, we do not use our retaining wall products for shelters due to the fact it is a mortarless system. You can have water coming into the system. You don't have to install weep holes as you would with a conventional concrete retaining wall. If it's not going to be covered over the top and you're not concerned about water coming in, what you would do is with our blocks, you can go up to a 3 foot tall basic retaining wall system with no geogrid reinforcement. Beyond that, we use a high strength polyester. It's a woven knitted grid that actually rolls back into the soil, and by compacting soil on top of that, you're able to reinforce the wall and the soil behind the wall.
Susan from Rossville is joining us. Good evening, Susan. What's your question about the great retaining walls?
Well, I've noticed them, and I thought they were real pretty, but how expensive?
How expensive? That's a
And
good
where
question.
locally? I mean, you're saying Sequatchie, but is there anywhere locally in Chattanooga or the Georgia area you can buy it?
Yes, Sequatchie, they have a plant in Chattanooga that it is local. They also have plants, I believe, in Knoxville and some other locations where you can actually go where it's not manufactured and pick up the material. As far as cost-wise, are you looking to do this wall yourself or have a contractor install it for you?
Give us the both-case scenario.
Okay. Typical range, material cost for the wall is going to vary. Of course, if you're talking our small walls or the taller wall system, the smaller walls, you might be in a material range between maybe $5 to $7 a square foot, somewhere in that neighborhood. For an install cost, could probably vary anywhere from, say, $14 up to $16 or $17 a square foot for your retaining wall.
But I guess we should also point out, though, when it comes time to put your home back on the market, you're going to get all of that plus more out because these things had tremendous resale value.
Definitely. And on top of that, as far as like service life, if you put in a timber wall or a cross tie wall, what's going to happen is that's only going to last for about 10 years. You're going to tear it down and replace it. Our wall systems are good for about 75 to 100 years service life.
John from Chattanooga is on board now. Hi, John. What's your question for Darren?
What type of footing do you have to put down to have a good base for it?
What we like to use is considered a crusher run material. It's a fine gravel that when you compact it down, it gets almost as hard as rock, but it's still free draining and will allow to get some allow a little bit of settlement in there because it's a flexible wall system, but it's still stiff enough, and as long as you have good soil bearing capacity underneath, you're going to be fine with it.
I guess one question I had when we were doing the story is the actual drainage of water and whatnot down through the rocks, but you guys have already got that one figured out.
Correct. What we put is a 57. It's like a well-graded gravel material behind the wall. And with not having any mortar in there, the actual blocks themselves, the gaps in between them, allow that water to come out from the stone behind there and actually relieve any pressure you might get built up behind the wall.
Now, you were talking about the geogrid reinforcing a little bit earlier. Hit the highlights on that for us just for a second if you're going to be doing one of the bigger walls.
Okay, for taller walls, what we do is we'll actually take a look at your wall system, look at the layout, how tall your walls are, how long they're going to be, and we'll actually engineer walls that are above 3 to 6 feet. We can actually we've even done like a 40 or 50 foot tall retaining wall, and we'll determine how far back the geogrid has to go or how strong the material has to be to put in there.
And this comes, I guess a warranty is probably too strong of a word to use on this, but on the actual geogrid reinforcing, how do we know that that's actually going to hang in there with us for the life of the wall?
Well, the engineering calculations, we actually have a stamped engineered drawing that will come out. A licensed engineer will have to put his stamp on there with the design to guarantee that will meet that. And we can provide the design calculations and everything to go along with it.
Now, Darren, tell us exactly how easy this is for the do-it-yourselfer. I mean, you know, a lot of us tend to start these projects out with the best of intentions, right, Rebecca? And then, like, you know, just a few hours into it, it's like, man, is this something I really want to do? But this is really an easy project.
Yes, it is. My neighbor actually just started a project the other day, and it was about a total of 3 4 foot tall retaining wall. It takes just a couple basic materials, the block, the stone, and if it's a taller wall, of course, the geogrid to come in and put it in. And once you start, you get your base course level, which is the most important step. You're going to come in, just keep putting the layer after layer of the block, putting the soil, the rock behind there, compacting it, and just keep moving up the wall. And depending on the height of the wall, the complexity, you know, taller walls, 8, 10 foot and above, you know, it's a little bit trickier. You need some heavier earth-moving equipment to get that sort of project done. But for the smaller walls, especially 3 foot to 6 foot range or below, do-it-yourself projects, really not hard at all.
Trenton, Georgia, our next stop on the Liveline Express this evening, and let's talk to Doug. Hi, Doug, what's your question?
On the wall, say 3 to 4 blocks high, maybe even 5 blocks high, how much dirt can you pack against that, like filling in for a yard?
Behind the wall? Well, as far as the stone goes, that's one of the reasons for the 57 stone behind there. If you're using, say, one of our compact blocks, they're 12 inches deep, and then behind there you're going to want to put about 12 inches of 57 stone, and that stone will actually self-compact behind the wall. So the dirt behind there, you want to compact it in 8-inch layers, and by having the stone there, it's not going to push the wall out at all. Plus, we have high-strength fiberglass pins that are kind of like rebar in between the blocks. They're 12 inches off center, help to hold the wall in place and steady while you're actually compacting the dirt behind there. It's limitless. You know, as tall as you can go, you just want to do it in layers where you're making sure to get good compaction on your soil.
It's really one of these projects where the only limits are essentially the boundaries of your own imagination, because I've seen some houses that had absolutely gorgeous walls around pools, tennis courts, even around flower beds like that. Any place you really want to add a little bit of eye aesthetic value and appeal, looks great, doesn't it?
You betcha. And also, one thing you didn't mention is, say, on lakefront material, property, you can come in and use this for seawall applications also. Just give us a call. We'd be glad to look at it from an engineering standpoint or from a do-it-yourself.
What kind of different colors is this Keystone product available in?
Okay, the colors come in a variety of different ways. We said the face and in the color application. The rock sculpture look is going to give you more shadowed appearance. It depends on the compacts, the bigger blocks, or if you're using the smaller landscape blocks. They come in, I think, about 4 different colors for it. Standard colors are a gray, a brown, and a tan color.
Darren, thanks a lot for joining us. We appreciate it a lot, and we will talk with you here coming up in just a few minutes also. Give us a call if you have any questions about the Keystone retaining walls. You can call Darren at Keystone or our friends out at Sequatchie Concrete.
I appreciate it, Chip.
Thanks, Chip. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this edition of Liveline Home Improvement Matters. You know, we've covered a lot of information in a short period of time, and I hope that we've helped you with some of your questions. We'd like to once again thank our sponsors for this show: Lowe's Home Improvement Center, Bab Concrete, SunTrust Bank, Ameriside, and Keystone Retaining Walls. Now, if you didn't get through tonight, or you just now thought of a question or two, give any one of our sponsors a call, and they'll be more than happy to help you with any of your home improvement projects. Chip, did you learn a lot?
I learned a lot. Did you?
I sure did. I learned about vinyl siding, and tell you what, the concrete was amazing.
It certainly
I never
was.
knew. Never
I
knew.
mean, both the concrete stories we did, I was fascinating, and the crew will tell you when we came out to do the story at Bab, I was like a kid in a candy store.
I can imagine that.
Take a look at this. I've already got my list for spring planned out, and I hope you do too.
I think we're going to have to put the overalls on and get to work, but at least I feel a little bit more prepared, and I know who to turn to now if I have any more questions.
You can always call me anytime. I'll be glad to help you out.
The man thinks he's an expert now.
No, but I know all the experts. Thanks to all of you for joining us for this edition of Liveline Home Improvement Matters. It has been a blast.
Yes, and thank you to all of our experts. I hope that you make the most of your next home improvement matter.
Good night.
Let's get ready for the main event. From Goody's Family Clothing, knockout savings this Friday and Saturday. Sag Harbor 2-piece dressing separates, $15.99 each. Save 40% on select ladies' brand name separates. Ladies and girls dresses now 30% off. Plus, get an extra 10% off on Friday. Savings that will knock you out. The main event. Shop Friday and Saturday till 10 p.m. at Goody's Family Clothing. Low prices never look so good.
My mom is looking for furniture, but she doesn't want to spend a lot.
During Heilig Meyer's Super Dollar Days, she can get this easy chair for just $1 when she buys the matching sofa at Loveseat.
$1? That's less than my allowance.
Or how about this chest? It's just $1 when you buy the matching 4-piece bedroom.
Here, Mom, buy yourself something.
In fact, through Sunday only, everything you see is just $1 during Heilig Meyer's Super Dollar Days.
How do they do it? I love the store, Heilig Meyer.
Appliance Factory Warehouse, where the time-saving, money-saving, Sanity's saving store.
Appliance Factory Warehouse solves all your appliance problems with the GE Profile series, the quietest side-by-side refrigerator, or the biggest usable capacity GE Profile washer and dryer.
It's huge.
Big volume means low prices. Get the best GE brands at prices so low, you'll have to see them to believe them.
Appliance Factory Warehouse, where the time-saving, money-saving, sanity-saving store.
Get local classifieds 24 hours a day. Click WDEF.com. The 1999 Chevy S10, just $188 a month at Newton Chevrolet.
48 hours will not be seen, so that we may present CBS News Time 100, People of the Century. 48 Hours returns next Thursday.